This is a glimpse into my life. Life with Eric.
Eric's here.
And I'm Kylie.
And I'm Eric.
Okay, I think we know who you are.
Oh.
Do you need a tissue?
Why? What did I do? Am I bleeding again?
No.
Jeez.
No. I was going to say.
Why do you start like that?
Because it's Father's Day.
Yeah.
And all your babies are adults. And
right.
Kind of gone.
Oh, that's why I need a tissue.
Yep.
I really need a tissue because the one who makes me cry the most, in a touching way, is sitting right next to me. My daughter, Skyler. Hi, Sky.
Say hi.
Hi.
Skyler is now 21 years old, and she's my very special kid today because she's sitting on the podcast.
Right.
And I'm the only one that bothered to show up.
That's a valid
That's
point.
true, too. Well, River's working, Tanner's camping, but I see, on the other hand, I do see them a lot, and I don't see
true.
Sky as much. But one thing I do is talk to Sky every day.
That is also true.
This is a yes or no question. Do you call me every day?
Yeah.
Do you call me twice a day?
Yeah.
Sometimes you call me 5 to 6 times a day?
Yeah.
See? That's how I know you're my favorite.
Nice, honey.
Tanner be like, huh?
Yeah, you're going to start getting a lot of phone calls now after this.
No, every kid is my favorite in their own way.
That makes sense.
And Skylar is that she stays in touch with me, and she, there's always one kid who's going to take care of you when you're, on your deathbed, and it's probably going to be Skylar.
I never said that.
Talking to your mic.
I mean, I'll get you
a nurse.
Yeah.
Well, I'll live in your house. It's like Kylie and I are gonna have grandma. So we're gonna build her a little casita in the backyard. just saying, if Papa goes before grandma, we're gonna build her a little casita in the backyard, and then we are going to put a slot machine in there.
Yeah, and she can just
and she'll have unlimited cigarettes. And I will deliver her ice cream to her door.
Does she like ice cream that much?
I don't know, but I was just thinking of her grandma.
Oh, okay.
She'll start liking chocolate ice cream and eating it by the half gallon.
Yeah,
I'll make her a Mai Tai.
You might need to get her some Ozempic because she's gonna have diabetes.
I'll make her a Mai Tai every morning at 7 a.m.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And she'll be fine. She'll be perfect.
I'm more worried about what your life is going to become if your mom lives with us, because you're going to be in the casita all the time, and I'm going to be by myself.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, Kylie, can you bring me and my mom
make us dinner,
a Mai Tai?
please? Yeah.
My mom.
What are we having for dinner tonight?
Right. My mom wants this.
Yeah.
My mom wants that.
I'll be in here. You can find me later.
Yeah, Kylie, my mom just hit a jackpot. Can you go down to the bank and deposit her money for her? But Skylar, a lot of people say you resemble your grandma in ways like how you act and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
I don't know.
I would say yes.
Because my mom is really good on the podcast, and you like doing the podcast.
Sorta.
Oh. Okay.
I think you do. I think you don't want to admit it.
Right. You don't want to totally admit it. But anyway, Sky's here because River had his graduation.
Yes.
And we all went to the graduation.
We did.
And that was the empty nesting. The last one's flying on his own, flapping his little wings, and staying out of touch with us. Skylar, you stayed in touch. River won't even acknowledge us. Yeah.
Right.
He's like, oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
I'll see you next month.
Yeah. Yeah. See you next Tuesday.
Okay.
You know what that means? See you next Tuesday?
No.
Oh.
Oh, it's a really bad word you probably shouldn't use. See you next Tuesday.
Cunt.
Oh, let's say it on the air. We didn't even say it.
You said see you next Tuesday.
Uncle Matt.
Well, I got in a lot of trouble in 8th grade.
Talking to your mic, right?
I got in a lot of trouble in 8th grade for saying it.
What'd you do?
Okey dokes.
You said the C word in 8th grade?
I called that stupid
Talking to your mic.
lady you listened to a cunt.
Oh,
Dr.
yeah.
Laura?
Dr. Laura.
Right.
Yeah, Sky, when she was in high school, we would
Love it, Dr. Laura.
I would say, listen to Dr. Laura, Sky. You need it. Because she would go crazy in high school and start arguing and yelling at me and stuff like this. And Skylar jumps out and says, I'm not listening to her. She's a cunt, and slams the door.
I like how you spell it out because you don't want to say it, and now we've said it 3 times.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
Just saying. This is the translate for Uncle Matt here.
Yeah, this is our podcast is rated explicit, so
it
that's
is.
Okay. Another thing Skylar did, can I say this?
She doesn't know what you're going to say.
So Skylar graduated in 2020, which they didn't have a graduation.
Midst of COVID.
Yeah, they basically stopped high school in March and never went back pretty much. And
Not pretty much, it's a fact.
Didn't go back or did it online or didn't. They just kind of graduated. Skyler even had a friend who probably wasn't going to graduate, and they just graduated her.
Because they were like, we don't know what to do.
It's like, yeah, we don't want
Everybody
her-
gets a diploma.
Yeah, we don't want her back, so let's just push her on.
Right.
And that's just kind of what happened. So they ended up canceling prom and canceling everything.
Yeah.
And so Skyler takes it upon herself to email the superintendent of the school system.
Of Washoe County.
I
the
didn't
principal.
think they'd actually read it.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Yeah.
Somebody reads it.
And what did you do, Sky?
I just wrote a bad email and like
Basically called everybody fuckers.
And told them to F off.
Right.
And
Told them to
for
F off.
canceling prom.
Right. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I got so paranoid. I'm like, you're not going to graduate. You're going to get like
We
suspended.
didn't know at the time that no one was coming back.
Going back to school. I'm like,
Right.
oh my God. Yeah. And so,
Because it was technically spring break. So they let up for spring break and we didn't know what was going to happen.
right. So Skyler was infamous for that.
Infamous for that. 'Cause COVID might have saved your graduation.
Right.
I wrote them a nice email.
Only because you
after.
were forced to.
Yeah.
Not by choice.
They probably didn't read the nice email that you sent after.
Right. They were
like,
just
yeah, oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Get her out of here.
Right. Skylar also escaped from the house when she was like in 8th grade or a freshman and took a taxi cab because they couldn't get an
I was
Uber.
a freshman.
Yeah. Left the house, took a taxi cab, and Sky.
I like how you call it escaped.
Well, I mean, did escape.
She didn't escape. She snuck out.
Right. And Sky right now is 21, but how old do you think you look if someone like were to look at this video right now and say how your daughter looks like what?
Well, someone called me 13 like 2 days ago. She
Right.
said congratulations to River for graduating and looked at me and said, well, your time will come soon.
My time's come and gone, lady, but
Yeah,
thank
it's
you.
like, yeah, way gone. But yeah, so if people see you, so when you were a freshman in high school, safe to say you probably looked 10.
Well,
Maybe not 10.
the guy's house I snuck over with, when she saw Mom the next day, she said I thought it was like a little 12-year-old.
I was gonna say 12,
I
yeah.
had pigtails in too, and a like,
I would say
poncho.
because she kind of like had boobs and
Well-
stuff, so you don't really
well,
feel like a 10-year-old with
I'm saying that some cab driver let 2 10-year-olds get in their cab and took them
12-year-olds.
somewhere.
12-year-olds.
Or 12-year-olds, because
We're
not knowingly.
14.
I know
but
how
still.
old you were, but
You
a
didn't look 14
a
probably.
cab driver was like, okay, I'll take you somewhere at midnight.
Well, he's probably like, I don't give a crap as long as you pay your bill.
Well, because we didn't have like a debit, we both didn't have debit cards or anything
it's
to
like
do an
cash.
Uber, so we had to do a taxi.
Right.
We were
cash.
gonna walk.
That's a long walk.
Yeah.
Like, let's get a taxi.
Right.
I would never even thought of getting a taxi.
Right.
You know,
I
when you're
remember we
14.
hid in the bushes until
Wow.
the Uber came or the taxi came.
Was he like looking for you and you're hiding in the bushes and 2 like basically 12-year-olds
Pop
get
out of
the
a bush.
and hop in the car
It's
and say,
me.
hey, we're going to Collin Ranch.
Take me to this house.
Right. That's pretty
Well,
fun. That
well,
was
I
pretty fun.
could have got out, but Toby would have like probably spoiled it.
Are you saying you and Toby were equal in this thing when you snuck out?
It was
Or
his
was it
idea.
His idea. Yeah, but Skylar, the
But
other
I
mom
wanted
blamed
to,
Skylar.
so
well, that's just not taking responsibility for your kid.
Right.
Even if
was
it wasn't
his-
his idea, he was an equal player.
it was his mom's alcohol.
And I mean, so either way, he was an equal player no
Yeah,
matter who.
It was equal, not just Sky's
Right,
fault. But
no.
then that ended the whole friendship of the parents and the kids.
right, which that's BS.
What are you gonna do? And last night, where'd you go last night, Sky? After the you went to a graduation party, then you went to the rodeo.
Yeah.
How was the rodeo?
It was fun. I didn't like the actual rodeo part.
Those of
Bull
you,
riding.
yeah, those of you out there that don't know, the Reno Rodeo is a pretty big deal, and all the
It
kids
is.
like to go. I personally hate to go. I don't want to go.
Me
to
and
the freaking
Shem made
rodeo.
you go like 8 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it
got
was
a memory
fun.
on the Facebook on that.
It was fun, but it was it's just all I don't like downtown Reno and all that.
right.
weird
It's not the greatest of
I don't want to get
area, and sometimes
I
not
wanna
the
get-
greatest of people.
Yeah, I don't want to get shivved at the rodeo.
My parents would not allow me to go to the rodeo until I was like 21. I'm not joking.
They're like, no, you're not going to the rodeo.
Yeah, in high school, I adamantly like, no, you're not
Did
going.
your parents go to the rodeo?
No, they go.
I
They
mean,
go
no,
every once.
no. Did they go when they were young?
I don't think so.
They had to have gone.
I don't know. But I was not allowed to, and then I lived at summers at their house because I had to move home for the summers. And then there was a point where they're like, okay, but can we like drop you off and pick you up? And I'm like, sure. You could be my sober
Well,
driver.
yeah,
I'll take it.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, folks that don't know out there, the girls of the rodeo don't wear much clothes.
Correct. Well, it's also summer, so it's usually 50% of the time warm.
Yeah.
It was chilly yesterday.
What did you wear at the rodeo, Sky?
Oh, yeah. Did you dress up last night?
I saw a picture. I'm just asking her, but I mean,
not.
I was just like, geez, okay. But I mean, I get it. Everybody dresses like that. What did you wear? Explain this.
I wore boots, and I wore jean shorts and a belt with a belt buckle. And
did you wear a cowboy hat?
I wore a hat, and then
where'd you get all this attire from?
Hat from Aiden, belt from Aiden, boots from Aunt Lynn.
Oh! I feel like Aunt Lynn's
She wore kind of
boots
shreddy jeans
make
with
it
the pockets
to
hanging
the
out.
rodeo a lot with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cute look for the girls. I mean, having a daughter dressing like that
Right.
is a little different, but it's
Your times have changed. Your mindset has changed on the rodeo now.
If I went to the rodeo, my daughter wasn't there dressed just like the other kind of girls, I would be like, whoa, look at all these chicks out here. But now it's a little different. I think
you
about
have a daughter out there?
Yeah, I think about it differently.
You're right.
They're all my daughters.
Right.
So it takes the fun out of the rodeo.
Oh, okay.
Right, Sky?
Yeah, she's
you
on
want your old man there?
Mm-mm.
Hanging out. You want your old man hanging out at the bar in the Jack Daniels
Buying
tent?
you shots?
Yeah.
You can buy me shots, but there's a bunch of creepy old men in there.
Well, yeah, because there's a bunch of drunk girls that will take a shot from you.
Yeah, walking around.
They're not idiots.
Yeah. This guy's hanging out with their friends, and so we started talking about this earlier. They're in the Jack Daniels tent, and of course, all these cowboy guys hit on you.
Oh, yeah, because they're coming in and out of the city looking to see who they can brand, if you will, for the night.
Yeah, take advantage of. And a couple of your friends look a lot older, so they attract these guys. And I told Skyler, I don't know if you ever heard this term, because Sky was like, some of the friends wouldn't get hit on as much as the other ones, and I was like, I don't know if I can say this in front of you, but now now that you're 21 and we just said the word cunt, I think
again,
yeah, I think we can say your friends have fuck me eyes. And I said, do you know what that means? And she says, yeah. And that's when a girl lures a guy with her eyes.
With her eyes.
And pheromones.
Pheromones. She does it pheromones, though.
Is that definition right?
Ew.
Is that definition right?
You didn't even hear me.
You didn't hear Kylie?
No, what'd she say?
You said pheromones, and I said it's pheromones. I go, but it's pheromones. You don't get it?
Oh, that's gross. Kylie. Now we really explicit. Grandma won't even be able to listen to this podcast.
Okie dokes.
Uncle Matt's going to
I like how mine's the one that pushed it.
Yeah, Uncle Matt's ears are going to burn off.
You said cunt like 5 times.
Right.
Okay, we got to stop saying that. Matt's
and fuck me eyes. Come on. Mine's the least of it here.
We're done saying that. Matt's going to die. He's going to go, oh, I can't wait.
Just tell Matt
on the podcast.
we'll give him a chunk to not listen to.
Right. I mean,
turn it on mute and just watch it.
I mean, this guy might not be able to listen to this one.
Hey, everybody. This is Joe LaMonica with LaMonica Custom Builders. You want a custom home from a Southern California premier home builder? Call me, Joe LaMonica with LaMonica Custom Builders. 310-465-3347.
So all these guys and girls at the rodeo, is everybody dancing at this place? Like a big time, like, are they dancing country dancing or are they dancing like regular dancing?
No country.
Because I've never been to the dance.
I've never taken you to the Jack Daniels tent?
No, we couldn't get in. We was too busy.
Oh,
yeah.
You're right. We didn't get in.
Yeah, we waited in line for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's not fun to get. You have to basically get in there early before like the rodeo ends.
Right. And what would I say if I saw that line? I'm not going to wait in that line.
And I think that's what happened when we
line.
went. We were like, you're like, no.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
We were just drinking in the line. We would
send
hold
someone
spots and then go get drinks and come back.
Right.
But each drink is this big and it's
$20.
Well, it's like 10, but still.
The rodeo is a moneymaker, man.
Oh heck yeah.
It's insane. Is there any fights?
Oh yeah.
I didn't see any, but I heard someone say there was a fight.
I was gonna say there's usually always.
Because cowboy fights are always good.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Yeah, I mean, cowboys are weirdly. Remember when you almost got in a fight at the cowboy bar in Arizona?
Can you believe that? I almost got in a fight in a cowboy bar.
With a cowboy.
With a cowboy.
I feel like he would have beat you.
I don't know. Joe was there.
Oh.
Joe and Davey were there, so
Right.
I was feeling pretty good.
Yeah, he was feeling pretty confident.
I don't know. That kid backed way down.
Yes, he did.
I was like, F you. What did I say to you?
I can't remember because he asked me to dance, and I didn't tell you at the time that he did touch my ass. I didn't tell you that though.
No, you did tell me
after the fact.
Oh yeah, I probably would have freaked out.
Right, because he kept being like, I was kind of like dancing, standing next to Dad, and he was like, if he's not gonna dance with you, I'll come dance with you. I'm like, no, I'm fine, thank you.
The guy says
and he kept trying to get me to come dance and leave Dad.
Yeah, and he's like, if he's not gonna dance with you, then I will. And then I said, hey, dude, she said no.
And then Dad, and
And
then Joe comes over. And
then I go, get the F out. What'd I say? Get the F out of here. Come on. And the guy's like, hey, man. And then,
And Joe came over and
starts puffing his chest.
You both are puffing your chest. And I'm like, what's happening? I've never seen you do this.
I knew Davey was on the background, too. Davey's not afraid of anybody either, so it was great.
I don't think Davey was quite there yet.
Yeah, but I knew he was near.
He was on the way.
I knew he was nearby.
You felt him.
I felt safe, very safe.
Yes, I was like, this is the weird. I've never seen.
And this cowboy guy had a million other cowboy friends.
I only had a couple though with him.
Oh, he did, yeah.
But they did back down.
No, he backed totally down.
Yeah,
he backed
probably
right
had
down.
guns.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think. I don't know if he
had.
had guns or not, but
I don't think so.
He backed down.
You mean his car? He had a gun.
Yeah, I said, keep walking, motherfucker.
You did not say that, but I'll let you pretend.
Matt, I'll bleep that out too.
Matt's gonna have to bleep a lot out.
I don't know why Sky gets on the podcast. It's a cussing podcast.
Yeah, why is that?
Because Sky is you're the biggest cusser out of us three here.
I would say yes. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice that she turned as an adult because then I don't have to reprimand her for cussing. Before when she was little, she used to cuss when she was like a teenager. I'm like, oh my God, stop it.
When I was like 8, I said, God damn it, and you like drowned me with.
Drown me.
Well, he like washed my mouth.
Right.
He we were in the hot tub and he put the chlorine in my mouth.
Oh, well.
Oh, I took water from the hot tub and
knock it off.
Shoved it in her mouth.
That's not great for an 8-year-old to be like, God damn it.
Right.
Doesn't look good.
River said.
Doesn't look good as a parent.
I didn't know it was a bad word because people in 4th grade were saying it.
Well, River one time, that's how River's so fast at track and stuff.
Why?
Because he had to
run.
I couldn't catch him when he was little.
Well, that's because the poor kid got blamed for everything from Sky, and so you always thought River was in trouble. So he's running around trying to save his life, and he's like, it wasn't even me.
River would run like it was literally life or death. That's how fast.
In his poor little kid brain,
he would jump over things and dive over like it was like, just to get a little soap in his mouth. And then I read that's child abuse.
It is now.
I don't believe that's child abuse. Putting soap in your kid's mouth is child abuse.
I had to bite soap many a times because I was a biter.
I couldn't find the soap.
If I bit my sister, I had to bite a bar of soap.
That's a good one.
I only bit her like 3 times.
Yeah, you want to bite her arm? Bite this soap. Let's see.
Yeah, I bit her and I had to bite the soap, and then I bit her again and I had to bite the soap.
Have you ever bit her in your adult life?
No.
Okay. You got big teeth.
I bit River a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Because he was like wrestling. Or it was actually when he came to visit
Mike Tyson.
Okay, yeah.
I forgot what Charlie was there. Charlie's like, you just bite your brother. I was like, you won't let me go.
well, if you won't let you go.
I bite Charlie a lot.
Well, you're little. You have to get away sometimes. That's okay.
Hopefully you don't break skin.
Did Charlie try to put soap in your mouth?
No, but Charlie doesn't understand his strength, and he'll like take me down, and I can't get out.
Like super strength.
We'll be walking on the beach, and he thinks he's just like casually pushing me, and he like knocks me straight to the ground. He's like, "What? I
have a great visual though."
Just like slam you.
Yeah, he thinks he'll like lightly just like that, and then I go straight into the ground. And he's like, "What? This
that was you, buddy."
Or I say, "Ow," and he's like, "That didn't hurt." I'm like, "Yeah, it did."
Let me push you down and tell me how it feels.
Or he'll do like a slight like little punch that like with nothing, and then it's like a really hard punch, and my whole arm's like bruised.
Well, that's like Hulk Hogan throwing like Charlie down. You know what I mean? Right. Or like Shaq. That's like Shaquille O'Neal throwing Charlie down when you're walking down the beach. Whoa! Just wipe him out.
Seriously, yeah.
In the
ocean, comparison. Charlie grabs me. He'll take me. He knows I can't move once he has me in a grip. And he chucks me right into the form of the wave.
Oh, okay. And he holds you down. I would have a panic attack.
No, he just smacks me into the wave.
It's nice of him.
No, it hurts.
Jeez.
Very loving.
Have you ever thrown me down?
Absolutely not.
I didn't throw Kylie down.
No, you don't.
I think that's Charlie's love language.
I think you're a little bit afraid of what you would happen.
Kylie might beat my ass if I did that.
I think you're a little afraid of what could happen.
Yeah.
As my retaliation.
Like backhand me.
Right.
Right in the face.
You never know what I'm going to do.
Right in the face.
I'm erratic.
Yeah. We're gonna actually see Charlie. We're getting ready to go down to Newport.
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks and counting. We decided.
Yes, 3 weeks from yesterday, and Sky lives down there, so she's gonna stay with us on the beach, and Charlie's gonna come for a couple of days. River and Gianna. But
Bonus woman.
What's the best part you like about when we all go down to Newport, Sky?
I like the food.
Oh.
Well, that's different.
What do you mean by food, though?
Like Kylie's cookies or food?
What kind of?
I've kind of gone off of Kylie's. I don't eat that many cookies anymore.
Oh, okay. What kind of food? Like chili?
It's just free.
Grandma's chili?
Oh, it's just free. I was gonna say because it's like the
Hey.
restaurants that you live by. So
I know, but we take her
okay.
and pay for it.
Right.
Right?
Okay, that makes sense then.
You can pick whatever restaurant you want, Sky. We're going to take you and go.
I just like the free food.
Oh, but I also like the fire pit.
Right.
Fire pit
Do you
is
like the
fun.
family and the company?
Yeah.
That's always fun.
I'm excited.
Good. I'm excited that we're going down there.
See, I'm excited, but I don't get excited because I just think of
The work.
about all the stuff I need to get done or do or whatever prep beforehand, and so I really don't get excited till like we're there.
Oh, my favorite part of Newport is when we wake up in the morning and I make a cup of coffee.
Favorite. Oh,
What?
during the day. I thought you meant the day of. Sorry.
What are you talking about?
Sorry. Go.
Okay, I like waking up in the morning, making a cup of coffee, and kind of sitting on the back patio for a while before we go get our smoothie or whatever. And just it's kind of cooler out.
And quiet.
And just watch the surfers are all out there. Kids are all going down to surf and getting up and everything. I like that
hang
part.
out on the patio.
Yeah.
You wait for dogs.
Except Grandma and Papa are usually full bore.
Oh
They're
my
like yelling and
God.
screaming and cooking.
They've been up for like
been up for
3 hours
yeah.
and.
Ow! Maybe am I tight?
Right. You can hear them down
Right.
the street.
Right. And Kylie likes when I dress up in women's clothes.
Oh my
and
God, I
go up
love
to
it. Love it.
And go knock on Grandma's door.
I got to plan out some outfits.
And Grandma says, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?"
I love when you wear my clothes for your mom.
Yeah.
Or your children.
Yeah,
So that works as well.
that part's always fun.
I dig it. Sadly, we can wear the same clothes.
Right. Your clothes are comfortable. Girls' clothes are comfortable.
They are. I have a lot of unisex clothes. Does that count?
I guess. I don't know. But anyway, Sky's up here for this reason was the graduation. And we went to River's graduation at Lawler Event Center.
Yes.
Which is a big-ass place. You got to park. You got to wait in line to get in. You can buy snacks at the snack bar.
Yeah, that was
It's like
a whole
going to a
different
basketball game
experience.
or
It really is now. Obviously, I
Yeah.
graduated a long time ago, but they've definitely changed it since I was
The
there.
graduations are so boring. You got to sit through each person.
Oh my God, I
You gotta
know.
speed
Can
this
they just
thing
like
up.
speed it up for your I know.
It was 400 and something 20 kids or 80 kids.
420 kids, I think.
Yeah,
they said.
420 something kids, and you got to wait for each one.
2, yes.
But there were a couple of highlights of waiting through these kids.
We're bad because we
couple-
get a little judgmental, if you will.
Well, we just like to say their names, make fun of their names, maybe a little bit or whatever. But
Right.
Besides River and Gianna and a few of River's friends that I got excited about, that was it.
That was
the other
it.
kids, I don't know.
I don't know, and
But I
I'm
did
sorry,
appreciate
don't care.
there was 2 guys that did backflips
Yeah,
on
they
the stage.
did. Oh, there's 3. One guy a little bit ate shit. He didn't land that well.
Oh, there was 3 guys.
Yes.
River could have did that.
No, he said he can't do it anymore.
Oh, because his knee. But anyway, the one guy did a backflip and his hat
stayed on. I don't understand that.
The other guys kind of grabbed their
did
hats
he
and was
like
falling.
He
bobby
probably had a
pin it
bobby
in?
pin.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he did. I was
I
like, how
think
did his
he
hat stay
had
on?
to. There's no way that would have stayed on.
That was an amazing backflip.
River also said he's like a gymnast and going to college to be a gymnast.
So he has a real fluent backflip.
Yes.
But anyway, I didn't know he was a gymnast.
I didn't have the time. River said that after.
And the principal looked irritated at all 3 of them.
He did.
The
The principal was also trying to get out of there, so he's like, "Come on, guys."
Yeah, speed this thing up. Speed this thing
I did
up.
see the principal do like a speed it up.
But there was one girl that did not speed anything up.
She
had a giant leg brace on, so
She had like
the front of her graduation robe was open
because
the leg. I don't
she
think
had to
could
keep
have
it
moved.
straight. She had to have
Yeah.
a straight leg.
Right, and so did she have a dress on probably?
Yes.
And she had a leg brace on, but
Going down the stairs with a straight leg.
Yeah, so they have a
that she
stage.
couldn't put weight on. She couldn't put weight on it.
Right, at all.
She
And
also
so,
had big heels on.
I think she had one.
No, she had one heel on.
Yeah, one heel on.
And so
Oh.
they have like 6 stairs you got to go down after stage.
I'm
but
like, why
instead
are they making this girl do this?
This girl could not do it.
I feel bad for her.
Leg brace girl.
I know.
It held up the whole show, and
It
they're
did.
backing up, still announcing names.
I know,
you
and
can't see
she
anybody.
because they're trying to take pictures and stuff, but she's like, poor thing, backing up. I have a lot of sympathy, empathy for this girl because Sham broke her kneecap once in her life,
Yeah,
and she had a full straight leg cast.
and you can't really walk with a
she'd
straight
actually
leg
just
cast.
moved into like a 2nd floor apartment. She had to move out of the apartment, move back home because she had this straight leg cast on for 6 weeks,
She
and
had to
then had to
move
do a
back home?
brace. Yeah, because she couldn't go up and down the stairs.
Oh my God, yeah, that's hard to do.
So yeah, so I have a lot of sympathy because
Right.
she was like, we had plans to go to a concert, and she's like, I can't go to the concert. I can't walk. Like,
Right. Well, besides my own kids, that's the one person I remember.
I
at the thing.
remember the neck brace.
Well, no, we're not getting there yet.
Oh.
There's another girl who I really remember, and I don't even know her name or
I don't
anything.
either.
But Kylie, just say it because you already said it.
She, bless her heart, had a neck brace on.
She had a full neck brace on. Like
and
in our days, Sky, there's this movie called 16 Candles, and through the whole movie, there's a lady with a neck brace on, and she would just
scoliosis brace.
Yeah, and she would rotate her whole. And there's always in the 80s movie. There's always a girl with a neck brace.
Yes.
A girl with headgear.
Yes.
And there's always
So we were like, what is this? Like, we're going by 16 candles
80s
here?
movie, yeah. And it was just so funny.
It was.
And when she would turn, her whole body would
turn.
She's
obviously okay, but she had a neck brace. So we got sadly enjoyment out of these injured teenagers. What does that say about us?
With Skyler's graduation, she got married.
Married?
Not married. Did you get married at high school graduation? You're not me.
Right.
Skyler had a drive-through graduation
where
we all sat on the lawn in our flip-flops and shorts, and they drove by in cars. But the funniest thing was afterwards we came to our house, and we just had our family
that
over.
was actually, we had that before. That was before.
Like 2 days before.
Yeah. They did because they were airing the graduation on TV.
Before? I thought it was after.
No, we did the family thing like 2 days before.
Oh, I didn't know that. So anyway, we had everybody over, and they just showed on the TV, like on a local network.
They did like the speeches, like the valedictorian got to do a speech and stuff.
Yeah, I
don't
remember that.
I do.
But I remember each kid, so we just sat there and made fun of every picture.
Oh my God, we did. We
were
bad.
The best picture of Sky's, besides my own kid that came up, Sky's picture that came up, and a few of her friends, there was a kid that was in our backyard that had a picture with Tinka.
I know.
That was his graduation picture.
I know. I'm like, that's my dog, though.
And it's our backyard. And
I know. I'm like, that's okay.
Each kid had a
at first
picture.
I saw it and I was like, wait, that looks like Tinka.
And we're like, wait, that is Tinka, and that's our backyard.
Yeah, because all the kids came over for pictures for prom
junior prom,
or junior prom the year before, and that was his senior picture, which I thought was odd. He was a junior, first of all. No, in that picture.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So that was.
I know you called it. I'm like, oh, look at Weimaraner. And this guy's like, I think that's Tinka.
Do you know what irritates the shit out of me?
Mm-mm.
Now, I understand high school graduations.
Okay.
I understand college graduations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand 8th grade graduations. I don't understand 5th grade graduations. Kindergarten, I guess people do graduate from kindergarten every year. Like, I think I did when I was younger.
I don't remember.
I kind of get that one. Preschool, Tanner even had a preschool
I don't get that either.
graduation.
Why do you need to have so many graduations?
You don't. If you can't graduate preschool.
If you can't graduate kindergarten. 5th grade, 8th grade.
Even high school. Nowadays.
Seriously.
I mean, they push them through.
Right.
If
like I think you have to try hard not to graduate.
Right. You got to be a real screw up.
Right.
If you can't graduate, like, is there anybody that doesn't graduate 5th grade?
Seriously. No, not in Nevada, no.
So why do you celebrate a graduation when
every other kid is doing it also?
Right. Sky,
agreed.
What's the answer to that?
I don't know. I didn't get a graduation.
No, 5th grade, 6th grade.
Sky didn't get a high school graduation, barely.
I mean, she did, just a different version.
Different version, yeah. But I don't know.
I don't get it either. Like, why? I think it's that same kind of culture of, like, everybody gets a participation trophy. Like, you shouldn't be praised for doing something you should be doing anyways.
Yeah, skip work because you got to go to 5th grade graduation. I could see if you graduated
5th grade speaking 3 languages like they do in China. You deserve it.
How do you know they do that in China?
Because China can speak like 7 different languages.
My coworker's from Taiwan. She speaks English. They learn
English, Mandarin, Taiwanese, whatever. They speak. We're the only country that only speaks 1 language.
I speak 2.
Okay.
Puedes sacar punta mi lápiz.
Okay. But so I could get it. If you did something great in 5th grade, you deserve it. But none of us do. We're all just...
These 5th grade kids.
Oh,
it's graduation. You did so good. I did. What did I do?
Yeah, what did I do? I learned how to add. Great. Congratulations.
We didn't get like a 6th grade graduation.
You didn't?
No, I don't believe you did.
So it's a new thing.
I think it's a new thing.
I didn't either, but I'm
I got kindergarten though.
I think kindergarten's pretty
normal. I got kindergarten.
I think they do kindergarten
because
it's like
caps.
But I think they kind of do it as like because it's the kids like first year in school, and they make a big thing about when they're going to graduate high school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like River got a T-shirt.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of I don't know. What I think they should leave it at kindergarten and high school. Done.
Yeah.
Just because you change schools doesn't mean you get a.
I know Lynn, when she graduated 8th grade, they wore like prom dresses and
No.
stuff and got all dressed up.
No.
It was a big thing. But I don't know where she grew
Swope
up.
did have a graduation, kind of or like a, I don't know, something like that. I just didn't go to it.
Oh,
like Aiden went to it and stuff. I didn't go.
I don't know if it was a true graduation. I don't know,
My kindergarten one, I had stage fright, and the teacher had to read my little. We had to all have like
little like
speeches.
thing you said. I'll give kindergarten. I will give that one.
Yeah, I think I remember that one.
But other than that, who cares?
Right.
You're doing something you should be doing anyways.
And I wish they would change the whole graduation up. I mean,
what do you mean?
They've done it for years, and it's just so boring.
I know.
You're there to watch your kid. I get it,
but it's great until your kid goes, and then you're like, "Hey, can we wrap it up?" I don't care about your kid.
Right.
I know.
Oh, but it doesn't matter. It just is what it is.
It is what it is.
And
I'm sad because you can't even bring in a cocktail now. They check your stuff.
Yeah, we had to check your little bags and everything.
I know.
I thought you're only allowed to bring clear bags.
Or small, something that's the size of your hand.
Well, yeah, they're worried about someone shooting up the place.
I know, which sucks that's what our culture is now.
Right.
But
well, what are you gonna?
Can I bring in my flask?
Yeah.
Actually, I could have snuck one in because there was not a metal detector.
They did,
I guess so.
What? They scanned me.
I didn't scan me.
Oh, yeah, didn't scan Kylie. I don't know. I don't think they scanned me either. You know what kid should not graduate high school or college or whatever is this kid I saw at the gym. And Scott, you can probably relate to this. There's this kid at the gym. He's wearing a tank top. He just has regular shorts on. He's on.
Did he have Birkenstocks or Crocs on?
No.
Okay, that's good.
No, I think he had regular tennis shoes on.
Okay, great.
And nothing special. He wasn't all yoked out or anything. He was just
Did he have a dad bod?
I would say he was 17. Yeah, closer to
Were
a dad
you in better
bod
shape than him?
I probably was not.
Okay, just asking.
He was probably 17 or 18. But he actually had a tripod, and he was setting it up, and he was doing his weight sets in front of the tripod. And he would go over and look at this video.
Mitchell does that.
And if it looked...
Yeah, Mitchell's pretty yoked and buffed out, and I think that's the thing. This guy just was in a tank top. What is he? Is he posting it? Is he doing that for social media,
yes.
this guy?
I would say yes.
But why? I just don't get that. It's not like he had a shirt. I could see if he had a shirt
if
off, he wanted to show his muscles off.
Right, this is my workout, and look how amazing I look. I've seen that with a couple girls at the gym, and they don't have great bodies. I'm sorry. So why are you posting your workout?
Yeah, they have little...
You don't inspire me to work out because I cannot even see your muscle tone.
Right, and they have little tripods. Do you see this in L.A.? I mean, you must.
Well, I used to do it when I was super fit a year ago.
At least you were super fit. I'll give you that.
Right, but you
Not
have...
anymore, but...
Yeah, but you have people like just the average person, or is it for a workout video or just
Everyone
to show your
does.
friends?
Every time I go to the gym, someone has a tripod.
No.
Well, I also work at a very rich gym.
But yours is small, too.
Do people over 40 do it?
Oh, good question.
Mike does. My boss, yeah.
He puts a tripod and shows himself and puts it on social media, or someone else puts it on for him?
I put it on for him. I do.
Does he have a great body? Just asking, as a gym owner.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, he should if he owns a private gym.
Is he ripped?
I mean, his arm, he just has more of a muscular dad bod, but he's muscular.
But he has some
his
legs
and arms are really ripped, but his stomach is more like a muscular dad bod.
Okay.
Like mine?
He might drink too much beer on the weekends.
Like mine?
He drinks a lot of tequila. Every time I see him, he said
his abs are not quite.
For my 21st, he got me a bottle of tequila.
Oh, he did?
Thanks,
What kind
Mike.
of tequila?
What kind of tequila?
Casamigos.
How much did he spend?
Casamigos? That's expensive. I bought a bottle of Casamigos because Sky was coming up and she said, "Oh, tequila sunrises," and she just said Casamigos. So I go there and I didn't know a bottle of Casamigos is $70 or $68.
You want to know? You spent $70 on that?
68.
Okay. Do you want to know what's funny?
What?
We were at Costco the night before, and I said, "Hey, do you want to get this $30 bottle of Casamigos from Costco?" And you said no.
Because I didn't think anybody drank tequila. Then Sky's like, "Oh, I do tequila sunrise." It's like, okay.
So I could have saved you half the amount of money for probably a larger bottle.
Oh, but yeah, and everybody at the party was drinking.
Yeah.
It. So when we go to Costco, I'm going to get another bottle.
What is that?
I'll bring one down to Newport.
We don't bring anything down to Newport, by the way.
I will bring a bottle of Casamigos to Newport.
We get Costco delivered, so Costco will
deliver Casamigos?
Yes, because Costco has Casamigos.
Right.
Did you listen to anything I just said?
What? I wonder if this guy drinks Casamigos.
This segment of Life with Eric is brought to you by
G&E Painting and Drywall, servicing Reno, Tahoe, and Truckee areas for over 25 years.
Call G&E today for all of your painting and drywall needs at 775-833-0551.
Every time I listen to the podcast at home, I turn it down during that.
That's Dad's favorite ad because of the music.
I
and Rob.
made that
Rob might
ad.
be like our best listener. So
Right. That's our best listener. And tell him you appreciate his listening to us.
Tell him you appreciate his front door that he did for us. We should take a picture.
Actually,
of that.
he's the one that
it's
did
not
that
the
front
commercial.
door.
It's Kylie's voice.
Oh, my radio voice.
Kylie's voice in that drives me nuts.
Hang on. Let me hear her voice in this.
This segment of Life with Eric is brought to you by...
What's wrong with that?
It does not sound like her.
Well, that's her professional
Sky's
voice.
like, she doesn't talk to me that way. I'm going to start calling you Sky and be like, hi, Sky, how's your day?
Yeah.
I wouldn't like if anyone talked like that.
What do I sound like, normal?
That's how Aiden talks when she's drunk.
Oh, she starts talking all prim and proper, like, oh.
I like stop being prim and proper when I'm drunk.
You get real loud and you won't stop talking.
But I stop. I lose my...
No, that's how I know Kylie's drunk, when she talks loud. And she won't stop talking.
I talk a lot when I'm drunk.
And Kylie is like...
Every time I've been drunk with Kylie, I'll talk to her for like hours.
And I talk back, which is like a miracle of God.
Right. That's the only time you guys talk. That's nice.
Why? It's fine.
When you're drunk.
Fine.
Excuse me.
Because it's the only time I can get an like I feel like I can talk over you when I'm drunk. So I'm like, shut up.
I'm the quiet one when you're drunk. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, stop talking.
There has been many times where your mom's like, Kylie won't stop talking.
Right. Eric, tell Kylie to stop talking. She won't stop talking.
Right, because I won't let your mom talk.
Yeah, you don't trump my mom when it comes to talking.
Right, and when I'm drunk, I try to.
Right. You don't. You can't upstage grandma, right, Sky?
No.
You definitely don't want to do that.
Nope.
Crazy. There's something. I don't know how much time we got here, but there's something I've had on my sidebar notes, and I think Sky's a good person to have on here.
What is it?
Is there a new proposal etiquette?
Proposal etiquette?
Proposal etiquette when you propose to somebody.
I know what a proposal is.
Like, the boy now doesn't ask the father's permission.
They don't?
No, I heard this on a show, and it's like, is it?
You're asking the wrong people here.
Have you heard of that, Sky? Like, when a guy's going to propose to a girl, he doesn't ask the father.
I mean, you don't really have any friends that have been engaged.
I don't have any friends
that are there, yeah.
And my boyfriend will definitely never do it anytime soon. So.
I think you're good right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did you hear?
I heard that they don't ask the father's permission because it's a new age, not like a woke thing where you don't ask the what.
Oh no, finish. But I have something to say about
Just
this.
say it.
No, finish. You can finish your explanation.
I think you're pointing to God up there or something. It's like a woke thing where there's no respect, I guess, or something like that.
Tanner thing.
This is
like,
what it comes from.
I don't need to ask you to marry her because that's my choice.
Because this is what's going to be the downfall of our culture and society if it doesn't change.
Right.
Because the younger generations are seeming to forget, which it's going to be thrown in their face because it's not going to work. It's not sustainable. They're forgetting hierarchy. There is always a hierarchy. It doesn't matter what society, culture, country you live in. There is always a hierarchy.
Like, you don't mess with the queen.
Right.
What happens if someone messes with grandma?
Oh, shit.
You're screwed.
Right. I've never seen grandma mad.
No.
I have.
If grandma gets mad and really wants to go after you, you're screwed.
Grandma would be nice about it, too.
And my friend Thompson always said this. And one of the smarter things Thompson ever said is, you don't mess with the queen. You mess with the queen, you are screwed.
Right. So there is a hierarchy in every family, in every relationship, whether it be a job, anything. There is always a hierarchy.
That's why Prince Harry,
right,
he's screwed.
He's trying to fuck with the hierarchy.
You don't mess with the queen.
And that's actually a royal hierarchy, not let alone a familiar hierarchy.
It holds true.
It is hold true.
But anyway, so what does that do with the proposal thing?
Well, no, because this younger generation is seeming to forget about the roles that they play.
Right.
Where a dad is always a dad and a child is always a child, even if that child is 53.
Right.
You're still a child.
Yeah, you can't tell your kids.
Right.
It's hard to tell someone who changed your diaper what to do.
Right.
And even if it's right or wrong, even if it's wrong,
it will
they're like,
always,
I'm not going to listen to you. I changed your diaper.
So you can try to fight that hierarchy, but it's going to fight back.
Right.
Because it's just how it works. That's since caveman days. So every animal has a hierarchy. Though I do think there's a lion that runs the pride.
Right.
There's always a hierarchy.
Yeah.
It's nature. And so they're trying to fight this hierarchy because they think that everybody's equal. And sorry, we're not.
Right.
So you as a dad, though, how would you feel if we're going to use Skyler and Charlie?
Charlie's going to break up with me after he hears this.
Okay, let's use River and Gianna. Oh, no, I can't use. Okay, we can use River and Gianna.
Okay, River and Gianna then.
What if River didn't ask Jim to marry Gianna? What do you think Jim would do?
I don't know Jim that well, but I
as
mean,
a dad,
he would really appreciate it if he did.
You'd be kind of offended, I would think.
You can use Charlie as an example, but I'll just tell him.
Okay. I was like, I'm just using it because he's a girl dad.
I don't want to get mad about anything. This is just a.
He's not gonna get mad, but he's 21 and he's terrified of the thought of marriage.
No. I'm just using it as like okay, let's pretend you have a different boyfriend named Tyler. Oh, sorry, Kelly Taylor. Apparently, I thought of that name because we saw him yesterday.
Tyler asked Sean, my brother-in-law, and Dawn, and he will say, I
thought you said he asked him. Like, excuse me, you don't throw that on the podcast.
No.
Let's use Brooke and Dante, who are engaged.
Did Dante ask?
I have no idea, actually. Maybe I shouldn't use them as an example because I don't know.
Yeah, don't use my brother-in-law and sister as an example. I promise I wouldn't do them on the podcast anymore.
Right.
Anyhow, it's interesting.
Okay,
Let's see how it goes.
As a dad, if somebody proposed to Skyler and didn't ask you first, how would you feel?
Me personally, I wouldn't be like that offended because I'd probably just talk to him and maybe they're too shy or something like that. But I would appreciate it.
If Sky called you and said, "Oh my God, so and so proposed to me," and you had no idea, what would you do?
Okay, but also if whoever asked me to marry them and they told Dad, the whole family would know, and Grandma probably would call me.
But actually,
say,
I will say, Dad is
you're getting
good
proposed
if
to?
it's serious. If it's really
real serious, yeah. Because I have a Celeste told me a bunch of stuff that was really private, and I held that in.
He's kept it to his chest.
Right.
Look at when you proposed to me, you didn't even tell Grandma.
I didn't.
No.
Oh.
You didn't even tell your mommy about a ring.
Nope.
And you knew for like months.
Yep. I stay quiet.
So he's good if it's like real serious.
Yeah, if it's a real secret. Like, Sky, if you got real secret to tell me, you can tell me. Don't be afraid.
She's all, I don't trust you still.
Right. But anyhow, dear.
Darling.
I didn't even go through all our advertisements. I forgot.
Yeah, you did forget a few of those
This podcast
advertisings.
is brought to you by Petrilla Concrete Construction and doTERRA Essential Oils. You can get those from Aislinn Mueller and her Insta. Do I say the gram or Insta? What's better to say, Sky?
Oh, what's the slang these days?
Do I
say Instagram?
Oh, but I think some people say the gram.
Or her handle?
No, I like saying her Insta.
Oh, okay. Well, say whatever you want to say.
Aislinn Insta is at This Essential Life. This podcast is also sponsored by 430 National and Reno Yard.
Another name still.
LLC. But folks, if you like this podcast and you don't mind Skyler yawning the whole time, you've yawned the whole podcast.
I was up until 3 a.m.
Oh, I've seen you yawn a million times on this podcast. And you don't mind Skyler yawning on the podcast, rate us a 5. And Sky, can you tell all your friends you're on the podcast this week? Rate us a 5, follow us, share us with a friend because that really helps us out. I would like that. That's what I want for Father's Day. I want all your friends to listen and rate us a 5. And subscribe, please.
Yep.
She's yawning again. It happens every time. Anyway, Keeks, it's that time. Who are we going to cheers? Pretty
Last
easy.
Call, man.
Last call.
Forgetting your verbiage.
Who are we cheersing today?
Well, we have to cheers first because, I was going to do her second.
Wait, you're not going to cheers Sky?
I was going to say first why Sky's here.
Oh. We cheers River a million times.
We didn't cheers him for graduating.
All right, that's fine.
He just had a lot of stuff this month, weirdly.
Yeah, well, cheers River for graduating.
Yes.
We're going to cheers me for Father's Day.
Okay, well, we cheers Father's last week.
Oh, yeah.
So cheers to River for graduating high school.
And cheers for Skyler.
For being our guest.
For being our guest and being on the podcast. It's really fun, and I like it. You have nothing to say to that.
You're welcome.
How you say, I love you, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, Pumpkin. Did you get embarrassed at all that I call you Pumpkin?
No.
Like if your friends are around, they say, hi, Pumpkin.
No.
You like it?
I don't care.
Oh, that's nice. She's my little pumpkin. Makes me happy. Makes me very happy.
I feel like
Sky makes me very happy.
Like the first girls in the family are Pumpkin. I don't know why. Like Aislinn, my dad used to call Aislinn Pumpkin.
He did?
Yeah.
I thought I made that up.
They always called me Kylie Bug.
Oh.
So it was like Pumpkin and Bug.
They didn't call Aislinn Pumpkin and you.
No, I was Bug.
What does that mean?
I thought you were Chicken or something like that.
No, that's in my adult life.
You call your dad Chicken?
Yeah, Chicken. Not chicken.
Like Chicken.
Yeah, Chicken.
Why do you call him Chicken?
I don't know why it started.
Like, is it a cartoon or something?
No, I can't remember how it started. But I call him Daddy Chicken. And Mama Chicken.
You call her mom? I never got a mom checking.
Not as much. I'm more my dad.
Yeah, your dad's
And
checking.
he call me Baby Chicken.
What do you call me, Sky?
Dad.
Just Dad?
Just Dad. Do you want a name? Do you want a nickname? Like Daddy Chicken? Like
Dad bought Eric.
Okay. She doesn't call you Eric one.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes.
She calls me Eric if I'm not listening. She'll call me Eric.
No, she calls you Honey because that's what you respond to.
Oh, yeah, honey.
The kids will call you Honey.
Dad called me Babe this morning.
Yes, he did.
Oh, that was an accident. I was like, do you want an egg, babe? And then I'm like, and Kylie's like, did you just call her babe? I'm like, and Skyler's like,
I
you
think
call?
I did.
I'm like, yeah, I did call you babe. Sorry. I can still call you babe.
I mean, that's kind of weird. Well, Uncle Tom calls everyone babe.
Uncle Tom calls everybody babe, guy or girl. It doesn't
Right.
matter.
So
that's kind of good.
Is it?
We're gonna see Uncle Tom in a few weeks.
True that.
You should talk to him because you only live like a mile away, Sky, from Uncle Tom, the babe.
What I mean?
What am I gonna talk to
Right.
her
I was like,
about?
what's she gonna talk to
if
Uncle Tom
they
about?
said if she needs
Which
anything
when she
or
did
whatever.
need something, he did
Actually,
help a lot.
He did come through when. Remind me, I got to bring Uncle Tom a hat
Okay,
to Newport.
I'll try. Yeah, it's me.
I'll bring him a hat.
I don't need help that often.
Right. Well, if you did.
When she did, he was there.
Yeah. Do you want a hat, Sky? Do you need a hat?
Do you need a hat?
Or do you want a couple wine glasses?
Sure.
I think did we not give you wine glasses?
No.
Oh, maybe
never
we
did.
thought about it,
Why don't
but
you
we
take-
didn't know how to get them home to you.
You told me, and then I
You
forgot
want a
to
couple
get
of
it.
these?
We should probably
Sure.
just drive them down.
Well, you don't have to. You can take them with you, or we'll just drive them down when we come down.
That's
But
a better idea.
anyway, it's been a very special podcast between my two women that I love very much.
Sounds creepy.
It does sound creepy when you say it that way.
Why?
This is like sister wife-ish.
It's my daughter.
Well, when you call her babe and say my two special women,
Yeah, I call
it's
babe.
not. It sounded creepy.
I'm saying the C word the whole time through the
Right.
podcast. We had to edit that out. That's a lot of bleeps we got to do. I've allowed my daughter to. I've tainted my daughter with curse
You have
words. This
tainted.
podcast.
Yep.
Do I cuss more than River?
Yes.
But I don't. We don't hear River cuss. He probably cusses
He
a
like
lot.
minimally talks to us. We're not on his radar.
Right.
We get like what we need, and that's it.
We get information as needed.
Right.
That's about it.
That's all we're good for right now.
Right.
He's going through his great gaining independence phase.
Oh, wait, but did I cuss more than Tanner?
I would
Oh
say
my God,
No,
yes.
yeah.
not now. When Tanner's younger.
I'd say yes.
Tanner doesn't really cuss. Tanner's the least of cussing.
Yeah.
River cusses more than Tanner.
Yeah.
Tanner's the least cusser. But maybe with his friends, I don't know.
I
You
don't know.
really
I'm
know.
pretty sure River cusses a lot around his friends.
Charlie gets mad at me for cussing.
Oh well.
He
He says,
does?
"Why you cuss?" He always says, "Why are you cussing?"
Why are
He
you
doesn't.
cussing?
Charlie doesn't cuss. Like he always goes, "Oh my gosh," or he goes, "Holy Toledo."
Oh.
He's a little old
Holy
man.
moly!
He doesn't
That's-
like to take the Lord's name in vain. It sounds like.
Oh, maybe
Something like
maybe
that,
it's
but
the-
he doesn't
I
like
mean, we
say.
shouldn't, but-
Only if he's like super drunk, he'll cuss.
Oh.
Oh,
But he
that's
always
how you
says
know.
like "frick" or like, he avoids the cuss words
Do-
until he's drunk.
Are his parents non-cussers?
Do his parents cuss?
No, I never
that's
heard
why
his
then.
parents
Because
cuss.
he probably gets a little reprimanded if he did.
I think I've accidentally cussed in front of his
Oh,
parents.
whoops.
Well, I mean, when you're an adult, what are you gonna do?
I didn't start cussing in front of my parents till I was like in my 30s.
Right.
Sometimes still, if I drop an F-bomb, I'm like, sorry, Mom. She's like, it's okay. I'm like, oh, I feel weird still.
All right. I forgive
I
you.
know.
I don't feel weird.
Right.
Not in front of my dad. My dad cusses all the time. My mom doesn't.
Right.
I'll say like bitch and shit, but that's about it.
Well, I never heard Dad cuss until after you
So this
started doing this
podcast?
podcast.
Oh, really?
Dad
I-
only would cuss once in a while, and now
Oh.
I hear all the
I wouldn't cuss in front of the
Yeah.
kids, but now I'll cuss in front
You
of the kids.
you
I
are a lot more cussy in
no,
front of the kids.
I cuss in front of the kids now all the time.
That's true. We didn't used to ever
I just
cuss
talk.
in
That's
front of
just
the
a
kids.
lot of the way. I mean, I don't care about cussing or even make a big deal of it, but I know we just do. So who knows? Anyway,
Anywho,
subscribe or follow us on wherever you get your podcast, or just go to our website at lifewitheric.com.
and don't forget to follow us on social media to get a closer look into my life with Eric. To all of our listeners out there, remember, it's always happy hour here.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Love you, baby.
Love you.
Love you, Sky.
Love you.